We were living in Damascus. We used to go to school. We had a good life. We were safe.
We were very happy. We lived in peace. We were settled. We never cared about each other's background, whether Kurdish, Alawi, Sunni, or Shiite.
I was born in Jassim City in Daraa Governorate. I studied at the University of Damascus for 4 years. I studied English literature there.
I used to be a nurse at the Children's Hospital in Damascus.
As for me, I worked as a chef.
At the beginning, it was just minor trouble. There were only demonstrations. We didn't expect things to escalate as they did.
أكيد اليوم اللي وصلت فيه أكيد هذا ما بنساه يعني لأنه
For sure, I can never forget this day. It was kind of funny though. When we left Jordan, it was 30 degrees Celsius plus. When we arrived here after 13 hours, it was minus 30 degrees Celsius.
لما اجينا لهون يعني بعد 13 ساعة كان درجة الحرارة 30 ناقص.
حلوة كتير.
I found it was a beautiful country where everything is available. It is beautiful, but very cold. We arrived in winter. At first, we had trouble coping with the time change. We would wake up and it's still dark. It was odd at the beginning, but later we got used to it.
Hi! Hello, Jane. When I arrived in here and start dealing with people, I said that they are welcoming us in open hearts and warm hands. They are trying to help as much as they can. So what I noticed that they are really a kind people.
My wife gave birth to Shams in Qamishli. She had cerebral palsy. It affected her breathing and her lungs. She was very ill, so I worked hard to provide for her treatment. She didn't have sufficient medical care in Turkey. Day by day, she was becoming weaker. Then we moved to Canada. Thank God. When we came here, we had her tested, but the doctors said that her case was hopeless. They took her to a suite and they told us she wouldn't live long and that we should stay with her and take care of her. We had planned to go there and stay for a while. She died the next day, at night, in our arms.
في ضبط التصرف، في ضبط تصرف ما. متذكرين لما قلنا إنه عشان
قطعت مشوار طويل يعني بفترة قصيرة يعني.
I have gone a long way in a short time. When I started going to school, I became part of a new community. I made new friends. I feel I belong to this community. I attended a daycare course. I was given a certificate, and I can now work in that field. I want to stand by my husband and children and motivate them to succeed in their work and studies. Moving from one stage of your life to another, you are bound to be optimistic and hopeful and determined to achieve something in the future. You should not stand still. You should look forward, not look back. The circumstances that we have witnessed should motivate us to do something about it, especially for the sake of our children who have been greatly affected by the crisis.
In the first 6 months, without working as a volunteer, I wouldn't be engaged in the Canadian community. Because working as a volunteer gave me the opportunity to be part of this society, to accept people, to let them accept me, to share the ideas, to share the culture, to understand what kind of people that I'm living in between. So this is the first 6 months here in Canada. Now I'm working as a settlement counselor at the Somali Center for Family Services, and I started working there in July 2016. We are teaching them how to use these laptops, how to use Windows, for example. الوضع المادي بعد وصولي ب6 أشهر لكندا حصلت شغل.
Because I have a job, I have income. I don't need the government support anymore. My income is enough to cover my expenses like rent and daily expenses like any household in Canada, my car, and anything else that a person might need here in Canada.
اللي بيحتاجها أي مواطن هون بكندا.
لحمة؟
لا لحمة فيه.
لحمة فيه ملوخية بس؟
حدا
When I walk in the street, no one asks me why I am wearing a hijab. No one interferes with the other people's lives at all. You see all sorts of people, but no one interferes with the other's business. This is one of the best things here.
هذا أحلى شيء.
أنا بالنسبة لي بشتغل شيف مطبخ.
I work as a chef. I work in food and restaurant business, in both restaurant management and cooking. I can cook all sorts of Arabic food, from maza to main dishes to some kinds of sweets. I was working in the city of Damascus. Then I moved to Jordan after the incidents, and I worked in Amman for around 5 years. Then we moved here to Canada, and thankfully I am doing the same thing. It is fortunate that I could find a job in this domain. So currently I am working in a restaurant, thank God.
بالمطاعم حاليا عم نشتغل الحمد لله رب العالمين. يعني هي المختصر. وهي البلد.
This is our country now. Our country is gone. So this is our country. We are hardworking, active, and have lots of potential. When given the chance, we are skilled and we love to work.
إنه يشتغل وبيحب الشغل.
They respect our cultures and they want us to save and to keep our culture and even our Arabic language. That's why every Saturday and Sunday there are schools to teach the Arabic language.
Repeat again, please. Can you read this one for me? What's the activity?
بنوتي صغيرة هي اللي غيرت حياتنا.
My newborn baby is the one who changed our lives. She's the best thing that happened to us here in Canada. She's a gift from God. When I come home, I see her smiling. It makes me so happy to see how the government cares a lot for children and women.
And thank you very much people, every people in Canada. My very happy in Canada, me and family. Canada is very good for people, for family.
يعني فيني
I can have an education, my daughter can have an education, she will have friends and she will love Canada.
كندا.
So what I like about my job that I'm earning money and at the same time I'm paying taxes. So by the end of this 6 months, I think I'll be paying what they paid to me in the first 6 months.
I'd like to tell my Canadian brothers and friends a simple message. What encouraged us to come to Canada is first the Canadian culture, the culture of inclusion, respect for religious beliefs despite some of the incidents that have taken place. This has proved the cultural diversity in Canada, which is the secret behind Canada's strength.
هذا المنسف هذا والله بيطلع شغله ها.
فأنا لما أجيت لهون يعني أنا جاي.
When I first came here, I had a purpose and a goal that I wanted to fulfill, which is to rebuild what I have lost in my previous life.
خلال هديك الفترة اللي مضت.
It's very nice picture that.
والحمد لله تجاوزنا مرحلة كتير متقدمة يعني.
Thank God, we have really gone a long way. They categorized us as one of the successful families in the country. The kids are at school. We are working. We are going to school. We are on the right track. Our goal was, and still is, to move forward and never go backward. A year ago, things were very different. We are at a much better place right now.
أحسن بكتير كتير من سنة.
طبعا وجودنا بكندا هلا وما
Being in Canada now and a year ago, so many things are different. 99% different. There was the language barrier, but thank God my husband and kids have improved a lot in the language. Also in so many things. We have adapted now to the weather and the people and life. It feels like home now. It does not feel like we have left home and come here anymore.
Look, Daddy, they say home, show and share. My school is very nice school. I like it, and the teacher and everybody, they teach me very good, and my friends is very nice friend, and like they are like me so much, and they are very, very, very good friend, and I like my friends so much.
You can do everything you want. You can do your goal. Like, I want to be a doctor, so I can do it. I know that I can do it because I'm in Canada.